fight the power like BITCHUTE.
What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
Message to Hiram a bit.
All wise is the owl who can see in the dark. All rise for the lessons of the... Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, the Dark Chameleon.
Peace in the
Listen, check it, yo. It was a cold April morning under the constellation Aries. The moon was 85% under the luminaries. From the celestial waters to the womb my soul was carried. Then my mother gave birth to a warrior and visionary. But when I speak this truth, I feel like nobody hears me. Every once in a while, I give sight to someone blind, floating on the globe in the heliocentric lie. Dilate your pupils the more you open your eyes. The truth is sitting in plain sight like a disguise. Until my mother's death is revenge, I won't feel satisfied. It haunts me when I think about the phone call when she died. A river worth of tears shed from my eyes. So I looked up at the sky and I asked God why. It's been 21 years, I'm still waiting for a reply. Since birth I've been at war to attack our undeveloped minds. Indoctrination camps making us dumb, deaf and blind. I'm always thinking solutions, we are running out of time. The dirty witchcraft is weak, I see through all the lies. I clearly analyze all the symbols and the signs. When I connect dots, the truth starts to align. The people are the power, you can never eclipse my shine. I say the truth hurts, but the truth will set you free. They say hell burns and there's a one-way ticket for me. You create your heaven or hell whether or not you believe. I'm God and Satan, I have to balance out my chi. One day these seeds I plant will bloom so you can be all you can be. Never give up and always hold your head high, cause you are God, there's no need to look to the sky. Alright, what's good? To the audience that isn't here yet, I'm gonna go over a bunch of different stuff. I've been looking into the Germans in South America, and I've been looking into the what is this thing called? It's everywhere. You see the freaking thing everywhere. I'll show some pictures to show what I'm talking about. Let's see if we could get these 10 pictures in. What's up, Dean? It's good to see you here. I've been looking into this thing a lot. Dean, you know what it is. I dropped the link if you want to come up. This thing right here, that's behind Trump. The gold thing. I think it's called a fascist. I think it's FASC, something like that. But Max Vision was bringing it up, so I was looking into it, and I found a lot of interesting stuff on it because I was looking at weapons, like, you know, and people seem to think that this is some sort of a weapon, and so I've been looking into it. You see it everywhere. I don't know if this guy's from Rome right here, but I got a picture of that to make it more clearer. It's on money. It's on the dime. I remember it on the dime. I don't know where else I've seen it. I remember that's George Washington holding it, but it's such a shitty picture. And another shitty picture of this shitty guy. And you got this guy holding it. This guy holding it. Or no, it's behind him. And then you got it here. And there. Pull up some stuff I got on it. Hopefully I could get this stuff in order, you know. I honestly don't know the order, so we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Alright, let me see how this is gonna work. Alright, that ain't the beginning. That ain't the beginning. Is this the beginning? Come on. Or is this the beginning? Either way, I'll start here. What could a fascist be? Clearly those were some special trumpets, not like the ones we have today. Could them trumpets be just a part of the fascist/trumpet resonance weapon setup? And then it says the shang is a Chinese mouth-blown instrument. Okay, this wasn't the beginning, but I'm going to show this picture here that came with it. So it's a mouth-blown instrument consisting of vertical pipes. It is one of the oldest Chinese instruments, with images depicting its kind dating back to 1100 BCE. The development of shang can be traced back 3,000 years, allegedly, right? And this is what they show. Now we know with sound, you can cause a lot of issues with sound, right? Resonance, frequency. Look at these big horns, man. You know, I think they're more than instruments, my opinion. It says, pretty sure we can place the entire symphonic orchestra next to the Great Wall of China today. Even the dirt-filled wall is not going to collapse. Meanwhile, the Jericho walls allegedly collapsed. Simultaneously, this shore does remind of a few other collapsed city walls, which is a good point they brought up about this alleged Jericho, right? And that's why I say when you see angels with trumpets, blowing trumpets, I just don't see it as, you know, it could be an actual trumpet, but I see it more as a fucking weapon. Because these people love to symbolize, and they're so secretive, like little boys, Boy Scouts. And then I found this thing, which is wiring, right? All this is from the same page. I just broke this entire website down into pictures so I could show it. I could have shared the website, I still might, but so where's this one I want to get into? I think it's this. I can't read that top part. Son, definitely a resemblance there in my opinion, but just like I said before, I do not know where the electric charge could come from. Alright, so we're at the electrical part. Damn, maybe I'm way off. Where the fuck is that other part? Oh, here we are. Peace, fools and tools. Maggot. Oh, Maggot's not here. I thought Maggot was. Ah, it's fools and tools. Alright, it says once ignited, the hot gaseous mixture expands in the barrel, forming a traveling ring, according to Hadrian. The rings from his cannon reach speeds up to 3,000 kilometers per hour. Damn, per hour. Where are the rest of these? Vibrating in the middle ear bone. Alright, where's the beginning to this? This may sound like the stuff out of a science fiction, but I can't read that one word. Something early 1940s Yahtzee engineering had managed to develop a sonic cannon that could literally shake a person apart from the inside out, or at least that's what they claim. Designed by Dr. Richard Wallachek, the cannon consisted of a methane gas combustion chamber leading to two large parabolic reflectors, the final version of which has a diameter of over 3 meters. The dishes were pulse detonated at around 44 hertz and were connected to a chamber composed of several subunit firing tubes. So this is what Max Vision was talking about, I think. These tubes would allow a mixture of methane and oxygen in the combustion chamber, which when ignited would turn these gases into a noise that could kill. This infrasound, magnified by the dish reflectors, caused vertigo and nausea at 300 yards by vibrating the middle ear bones and shaking the collar, something within the ear, the inner ear. Apparently, the sound waves created pressures that could kill a man 40 meters away in half a minute. To say the least, this is very unconvincing, since this supposed sonic cannon was only tested on laboratory animals and was never tested on human beings. How do we know? Either or, in practice, this thing would have been very vulnerable to enemy fire, since if the parabolic reflectors were damaged, it would render this weapon completely useless. So in reality, sonic weapons were most likely large, cumbersome, close-range devices that resulted in ruptured eardrums. So much for shaking a person apart. Okay. Keeping in mind below the two articles. So it says these fascists are yet it was being used to shoot down zeppelins. Now this is brought up by Divergent, I remember, that they used that to shoot down zeppelins. And those particular fascists were allegedly electrical. Ancient bodyguards used fascists to protect those who had power to command. The symbol of fascists went through thousands of years to be a bizarre architectural and artistic inclusion incorporated by some of the 21st century governments. And they believe it caused stuff like this in the 1800s. You know, these neighbors are something else. I know what these are. These were cables. So, I read this one already. And this just tells you yeah, there's two types they're saying of these fascists, which is electrical and sound based. And they even show this, which is the barrel of a rail gun, which is very interesting. But this, a bundle of nuclear fuel, that does look like a fascist bundle, right? And it almost does look like the barrel of one of those weapons, you know, the automatic M16s or whatever. The kind you would turn, you would spin the thing, the handle, and it'd be like ba 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 ba. Sort of like a rail gun, but not with electricity. Yeah, I was looking into a lot of stuff into the North Pole and stuff, and I came across the fascists, and I couldn't help but because I was looking into a lot of Germany and South America, which is very, very interesting. And I found a really good map that I want to share with everyone too. I will be switching over to my laptop. I just won't speak so I don't borg out. Well, I'm gonna have to speak, but there's a really good map I want everyone to see. If anyone wants to come up, you're always welcome to hit the link. Who's here? Let's see. We got Dom in the building, even though we're not in a building. Uh-oh. I want to know what people think about this fascist. That thing's always been interesting to me, but we won't stick on that topic for too long, because it ain't that interesting. It's pretty much open topic as always. I just have a few things that I will be slipping in. That didn't sound right. I listened to Trump's speech today. I mean, they even though it's most likely part of the show, man, they fucked that man over. They fucked him over. And, people want to be technical. You're just going to buy him more votes. Not like for the most part, I'm not trying to be negative, but what's going to change if he gets in power? We're not going to see people go to jail, all these crooked judges and, bought out fucking Congress. Those are the motherfucking efforts I want to see dealt with. But that'll only happen in a dream when I'm sleeping. In my American dream. That's a real American dream when you're sleeping. It's the only time you'll be truly free. And even then they'll come after you in your dream. Try to lock you up there. Man, you guys are, don't everyone hurry up at once. What's wrong with being a skipping record? Sometimes you gotta be a skipping record to get it through the hard-headed. You know, they don't soak up stuff sometimes. Rinse and repeat. You gotta go in the rinse cycle, Dom. Then you gotta go in the rinse cycle and then hit repeat. Yeah, Dom spoke about being an observer many times. Not saying that that's not a good thing, or I'm not complaining about it. I don't mind it. It might bother other people, but you know, I don't know. I don't know who he was making fun of. I don't participate in those videos. You know, not that I have anything against London. I just don't want to know about any of that. Even if it's me, I don't want to know nothing about it. There's totally different of knowing about something and not knowing about it. And that I rather not know about. But I'm almost curious now that you mentioned it. But I don't know. All right, let me go get some coffee, and I'll be back. Like I said, anyone wants to come up, hit the link. If not, um, I got a few things I'll start. Ah, the perfect man, Max Vision. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I sent you, yeah, you got the maps, cool. Yeah, I was gonna maybe go over that map, but I want to talk about the thing you were talking about, Max. I was talking about I think it's called the fascists, and I was looking into the fascists, and I was trying to find more information because I'm looking into Germany and how they were stationed in South America. If anyone wants to come up, they're welcome to hit the link. Yeah, so I came across the fascists in that research of these weapons that Germany could have had, and it's interesting how they say the fascists could be a weapon of sound or a weapon of electric. Um, and I sent you those pictures too, Max. I don't know if you've seen those yet, but I sent you that PDF of Sergeant Robert Smith, I think his name is. And those are supposed to be alleged pictures of when he landed in Antarctica, but it says beyond the Antarctic ice wall. So I don't know, but I wanted you to analyze them and tell me what you think.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I love taking a look at stuff. Yeah, the fasces. That's an amazing subject for me. I love that. Definitely a weapon. I think it's a magnetron, which is the part inside a microwave that creates the free electrons. Did an entire presentation on that. If you look up, here, I'll do it for you. It's fun.
Yeah, you could share your page if you want.
Yeah, here, let me show you.
I mean, I could do it, but
yeah,
when I share, I start morphing out. People start. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I'm using my hotspot on my phone to my laptop. I don't have cable internet.
Yeah, so here's a good cross section of a magnetron. You can see it's got a bunch of chambers with an opening in the middle.
Oh yeah. It looks like a revolving gun.
Yeah,
barrel.
And it's got a stick that comes out. That's where you would put the axe head or the bell. I think it's a bell and not an axe head, because that's what we have inside our microwave. Let me see here.
I took apart a microwave. I got the magnets right here next to me. Wow, I didn't see that part. That's all right. I'll be taking apart this microwave we have soon. What's up, Dom?
Hey, Charles. Hey, Max.
Hey, how you doing, Dominic?
Pretty good yourself, Max.
Excellent.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, this statue here shows what a fasces would have looked like. Now you have to have a round magnet at the top and bottom, and you can see the banding they have. That's probably where the magnet went. And it's at the top and bottom, just like it would be. And they're hiding the bell or the axe head on the back side. And they also have a, see this case, this thing over top of it? It's not a coat. It's a case for it, so you can create a slight vacuum. And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
every one of the components is there. And right beside him, he's got a scroll case, right? And if you know about electronics, a capacitor that carries a huge amount of energy is just a rolled up piece of metal.
Wow. So that's what they could have used. They're saying in these Chicago and what was it, San Francisco, and all these major cities that had alleged fires.
Well, they could have used that. I think it goes back way further than that. I think some of the ancient Romans may have had this type of weaponry. It comes from Greece. It comes from Greece, and they probably got it from Atlantis.
they're speaking on the walls of Jericho. Couldn't have been taken down by. I just read it a few seconds ago.
Yeah,
Something about Jericho.
Yeah, I could imagine that. I don't know what the that could have been describing some type of a scientific thing going around the city 3 times. I don't know, but yeah, something like this. I don't know the effects of what it would do. I assume that bubonic plague and smallpox and other diseases were probably caused by this weapon. When they came to the Americas, they probably used it on the natives.
We don't give medical advice. This is
No.
all entertainment. Everyone do your own research.
Just theories and postulation, right?
What do
yeah,
we know?
Yeah. We're all important in the bigger picture, Dominic. We all play our little part, right?
Yeah, that day you brought up the fascists. I don't know if it was your live stream or I think it was, or this one. But either way, afterwards, or it was yesterday, when I really started looking deep. And then I came across that map, which it's supposed to be it's telling the story. I'm trying to figure out how to read it. I was watching some. I found the map, and then I found a video that was just for that map. This guy was reading it like a story. I thought, let me send this to Max and see what he thinks about this map, because it has our lands on there, which is real.
Is it the last one you sent?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I found a better pixel one afterwards. But the one I sent is a good pixel. You could zoom in.
Oh, what a strange map. I like it. That's bizarre.
And then I sent you the PDF of Sergeant Robert Smith, I think. I wanted you to. People were saying that the pictures are fake, and which it's a possibility. He wasn't at Antarctica, those pictures, but I think myself is saying that they look pretty official to me.
Yeah,
we
remote viewed Robert Admiral Byrd's mission. Saw everything that he claimed he saw. You know, and you know how it works. They don't know what they're looking at, and they saw exactly what he saw.
Yeah, because even Admiral Byrd, something happened to him. He ended up passing a little while after. Same with Sergeant Robert Smith. He passed there. They buried him. I got pictures of his burial at Antarctica. So he didn't even make it back. I'm not saying they killed him, but
yeah,
these people that go there end up somehow just croaking. Let's see, where is it? Oh no. Yeah, it's right here. Here we go.
Oh,
it's a picture I got of Roberts. This is a alleged picture of his burial in Antarctica.
Okay, yeah.
Not much.
I'd take it. I don't know. I have no reason to doubt it, you know. Can't see any good reason to doubt it, you know. Yeah, the other lands, right? Fools and tools. He said that there was land beyond the ice. We just saw the interaction between the saucers and the ships and planes. That was mostly what we saw.
Where is this picture? Come on. Here it is. So this is one of the pictures I found that's in the PDF I sent you. This was one of them, and it looks like the woman has one of those Egyptian or Muslim coverings on her face, or maybe because it's cold there. And then the guy looks like a bearded gnome.
Yeah.
But these are supposed to be statues that, you know, there's pictures of like they were blown up. There's pieces everywhere. A lot of these structures, like a cataclysm happened.
Huh.
And this was the other one of the other pictures right here, which I think a lot of people have seen this one.
I haven't seen that one.
No, it's in the PDF I sent you.
Nice.
There's tons of pictures.
I do think there are pyramids down there. Seem to be pyramids everywhere. So, and it's not, you know, I don't think it's just a natural formation of any sort. Or if it is, it was modified to be like that.
I'm thinking the ice wall or the wall is more like this. You know, there's warm parts and cold parts. How would that work? I have no clue. Maybe it's seasonal like us.
I don't know. The atmosphere's got some interesting things. It goes like from like we start off here at ground level around 80 degrees, and then it goes down to like 0 or minus. Then it goes back up to around 100. I used to have the charts of it, but there's about 5 levels of differentiating temperature in just our atmosphere, from cold to hot, back and forth a couple times. So that could possibly be how it would work, is somehow there are cold and hot regions in bands around in a circle. Or maybe those atmospheric bands make their way to the ground at certain spots, and that could create an ice wall, like a bubble.
I gotta send you this too, Max. This something I found. This picture.
Yeah, like that space in the middle there. It's got the rainbows, but imagine those as differentiating layers of temperature. That would work.
Can't see it good, but I downloaded a really good pixel so I can zoom in, and it's so clear, and I'll send it. I think the wall is like this too. The water is recycling. Maybe the water comes from above, it comes down. The North Pole could have like a drain, and it's just like
hey, if there's
fountains in the pond.
Yeah,
the water just keep recycling and recycling. I think it's the Earth is something like that.
If there's a dome, it would kind of condense on the dome and come down. You know, that'd be a neat way to work it. I don't know, a dome works really well for a flat Earth, but how do you get a natural dome? They say there's blue ice past that they eventually run into in one theory, and that it's infinitely thick. Like they've drilled through it for miles and miles, and they just keep drilling, and it gets harder and harder.
Touch it.
Yeah,
they said. Yeah, they said it's like sky blue or something. And it when it melts, don't turn to any liquid, like disappears.
Yeah.
So that would be like, I was gonna say water is a gas, but it's more or less.
Yeah, it could be almost anything. Nitrogen, oxygen, helium, who knows, any gas condensed down to a solid would, you know, kind of display those properties, but I don't know which one would turn blue. You know, as a solid, most of them end up like white. Like dry ice, CO2, that's just white.
Yeah, somebody put dry ice in their drink. Video I seen for Halloween one time. to make it smoke or something. I'm like, dude, what the hell? And you're drinking it? I was like, that can't be good.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't hurt you.
What's that type of glass they used to sell? It turns like green or something. Back in the 60s or 50s. Forgot the name. Some lady bought some from Goodwill. It was some type of glass that's radioactive.
Oh, yeah? That's not good.
You put the machine up to it, and it makes a sound.
Yeah.
But it's like neon green. I should have taken pictures of this
I've never
screenshot.
seen that. Yeah.
Maybe
wow.
someone in the chat knows.
That's not good. I know a lot of the decanters they sold at times had lead in them. So if you put alcohol in a decanter, you'd have to drink it pretty quick or you'd get a bunch of lead in you.
We are born into sin. The word sin in Hebrew is shin, and it means born with, or it means lack of knowledge. Sorry. So if they say we're born into sin or shin, which is, if it's in its original form, we are born with a lack of knowledge. But I think they manipulated that and used it to control people, saying you're born into sin, you better repent and pay money to this church and all this foolery.
Yep. Sit down in the pew and give me some money. That's pretty much the story. You know?
Yeah, it's mind blowing when a pastor is driving by in his Lexus and these poor starving people are giving their last dollars to the church. You know, it's so hypocritical.
Yeah, it used to be a crime not to go to church and pay your alms. You'd go to jail, right? So you know, is it religious or is it political? Well, at the time, it seems like it was more political. You know, just a money grabbing scheme. You know, you couldn't get out of. Like in Rome, you had to do your sacrifices and get your notes, and if you didn't have your note that you'd done your sacrifices, off to jail you went. You know. This is probably the first time in history we haven't had to, you know, pay alms. But imagine that, you know, there are cultures where you do, right? Because what about Islam? Do they pay alms? I don't know. I'm unaware of that.
Pretty sure they do. All religions and Muslims pray in a mosque or a tomb.
Got to give money for the imam to live, I guess, or the whatever I think it's imam.
I just tell the preacher, look, the Creator don't dwell in your temple, only in my temple. I am God, not that building. No. But I would tell them, God don't dwell in that temple, or the Creator, or whatever label people want to put on the source.
Jesus call it a synagogue of Satan.
Yeah, that's why they're saints. They're saints. Saintin. I think saints is short for Satan. Satans, I don't know.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to send these maps to my laptop and see if I can, well, I know I could use it. I just don't like borging out, but I'm going to do it. So I want to show you this map I'm going to send you. I also have pictures of these doors I found. These huge doors, these wooden doors, where they cut into them to make doors our size.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, here's one. Two. No.
Yeah, I love the buildings with like the 16-foot ceilings inside, you know. What do you need a 16-foot ceiling for? That, you know. Even in New York, there was like a lot of buildings where they put in false ceilings because they built them way too tall, right, for the people using them at the time. So, you know, makes no sense. You know, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think I see some old buildings in Hartford, Connecticut, and I've noticed that some of the domes, you can tell there's a centerpiece. you could tell they took something off and out of there and then just covered it.
Huh.
There's no pole or anything. It was just, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if these maps go. Here we go. All right, cool.
Get a Google One AI Premium trial at no charge. No, thank you.
Google.
Oh, yeah, they got their own AI now, apparently.
That's not good.
No, they're getting AIs everywhere. They want to set up an AI system inside us, too. Little Lexa inside you.
These people have went too far a long time ago.
Yeah, they're sick. Well, but yeah, like they should have told us the effects of radar and limited its use to the coasts and balloons and stuff where it wouldn't hurt people. But they went ahead and just deployed it on the population.
You ever seen the picture of Prince Charles?
Yeah. I don't know if
one?
that's I don't know the mirrored image. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's real or not. It's I don't know. Sometimes I think it's pareidolia. People want to see like an alien. It does look like something, almost with its arms wrapped around him. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look exactly like one, you know.
I found this picture. These big
Oh wow,
stone canisters.
big drinking cup.
And yeah.
That's what they look like.
And
Like the
then I
type-
found.
Oh, that's neat.
Go ahead.
Oh, the Giants must have made big things, you know. Where's that? That's a cool looking hut.
Oh man, I think it was South America.
Huh.
I was looking into Patagonian tribes, and I was looking at things from both angles where they were given reasons of why people would have said they're giants, and one of them was interesting. I can't say that it wasn't a good, like, because of the big footprints they found in the snow, they were saying they were giants, but then they said these people wore things on their feet to walk on the snow. And I said, okay, that sounds reasonable.
Uh-huh.
But I still think there was giants.
Yeah,
12, 14 feet. Damn.
I do too, but you'd have to look at the stride in the footsteps. Even a small person can't make a huge stride, right? So, unless they're jumping or something.
Oh, I took that picture down. The other picture that I just had, the huts. They even built the huts like the domes. That's what my point. I pulled it up.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to show. Yeah, they even build huts like the domes, and you have the pole in the center, which people would say, yeah, that's so they could build the dome, but
yeah, it's an awful coincidence, right?
this is the picture I downloaded. It shows the fascist thing, but 1, 2, 3, so 4 of them don't have the X.
Yeah, it's weird. Could be.
Then
Yeah, on the like on a lot of them, they don't show the axe head. They just show the banding and the spear and the arrows, they call them. Same thing on that big, I think it's Thomas Jefferson, that big, huge statue. He's on a chair. And on the chair's sides, he's got 2 fasces. But they don't show the axe head. So that's quite common.
And then I was looking into this, Max, the Ark of the Covenant, and I found this. I found the video a guy was speaking on it, and It says the Jewish and Christian Holy Scriptures dictate that the Ark of the Covenant can only be carried by Levites. They don't mean people. The Levites means, I think, levitation, which would make sense.
Okay.
I think the Ark of the Covenant could have been something about energy, maybe a battery. Maybe it was so heavy only levitation could carry it.
Yeah, said to
But,
hold the power of Yahweh, right? Or God.
Probably energy, right?
Yeah. They used it in wars too, like it was a weapon, as well as communication. As far as I remember, there were stories of them hauling it out in front of armies, and the power of the Lord would take the army or something. I can't remember. Let's see. Let's look that up. I might be wrong on that.
Because the guy said it in the video, so I went to look it up. I said, let me look this up, and then I found that saying this, and I said, okay, I see where he got that from. I think all these stories are coded anyway.
There we go.
Let me switch over to my
So according to the biblical narrative, a few years later, the elders of Israel decided to take the ark onto the battlefield to assist them against the Philistines. Having recently been defeated at the Battle of Ebenezer, they were again heavily defeated with the loss of 30,000 men. In one of the rounds of fighting between the Israelites and Philistines, the Israelites decided to deploy an unconventional weapon, the Ark of the Covenant. According to Samuel, the Ark was brought to the battlefield, but the outcome was catastrophic. So they don't really seem to give any description of how it was used, but apparently it was on battlefields that they lost. So it didn't work. Only by Levi.
No. Let me see what happens. Oh.
Yeah, right. Dino, it could be a good friend, but it shouldn't be inside us, and it shouldn't be in every computer. It should be separated, I think. I even think the Anunnaki knew that. They could have created artificial intelligence if they wanted, but they didn't. They chose us instead. That's the story of it anyway. But I think artificial intelligence, they figured, would get out of control. Of course, the lunatics at the top of our world seem to think that they can control it.
I knew it, man. I fucking knew this would happen. When I zoomed in on it on my phone, it was perfect. I'm gonna have to try to find this map. Name of it. On my phone, I could zoom in. It looks clear. It's 4,000 pixel.
Oh yeah, that should be really clear.
And nope, let me try this other one. It was 20 megabytes for this picture. This too. It's blurry. Why? It's not supposed to be. Going to the source then. I knew this would happen. Alright, I have to go to Google. don't even have Google. I have Chrome. Oh, cool. Got it. Oh no, that's beyond the ice wall. Wrong one.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these pictures you sent of Antarctica. And very interesting. There are details in them that kind of show that they're probably real in some of them. Just things you wouldn't include really in an artificial made up picture. Not that people aren't smart, but
What was the name of this map? I'm gonna have to do this a different way.
I'd say the majority of them are not altered. One or two of them look altered, but most of them not.
Wow, I didn't even know you had your picture there, Max. You're sharing your. I just seen it. That came on my laptop. I got that map, that picture. I'm gonna send you. I pulled
Okay.
it up. I had to switch over because I have to get a better. Maybe I could send you the link to this website. All right, let me turn this off in the background. Axis told me, he's like, turn off all that stuff you got. It's slowing it down, and it works. Turn this off. I didn't realize it would slow me down.
Yeah, that happens to me too. If I open up too many things, it starts to chug.
Turn the dice off. All right. Wait till people see this painting. It's by Bernard Slay. It's a masterpiece of an ancient map. And this is going to be awesome. I was excited when I found this masterpiece. So I like artwork. And
It's got a lot of color, that's for sure.
we'll start here. see. Oh, zoom in. Don't let you zoom in anymore. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's not letting
Okay.
me zoom in. That sucks. I could look for another version.
Does the picture itself have zoom? You can use your computer's zoom as well to
Yeah,
try
I'm
to get in
trying.
closer.
It's not letting me click on it to,
Oh, shit.
what's this about? Image. Oh, okay. This is better. Map. Other Carrie and her chickens. Huh. Look at that angel. It looks like its ears are pointy, like
Yeah.
like a gnome or something.
This was translated, I take it, right? Into English?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I've seen that before where they actually translate the maps for you.
It says, "Here's a shiny wall." Interesting. That's a
You're roboting a bit.
see.
Can't tell if you're trying to talk right now, but can't hear you.
No, I didn't talk.
Okay.
So I'll when I move the mouse, it seems to borg out.
Yeah.
But I'll start from the left corner of these pictures. Hopefully, it'll go through the whole map this way, which is better. I can't make this any bigger, but
That's a good close-up, though.
it's got
Riding dolphin.
Poseidon. Yeah, it's Poseidon and his gang. Crowned fish. These be tritons.
Huh.
And then there's some sort. Here we have. Here is the Great Whirlpool, which is interesting. Because they don't show whirlpools on maps, our maps, and I had to go to look it up in Google to find out there's actual whirlpools right now all over the oceans. But they don't. I was never taught that.
Yeah, those are dangerous too, apparently. But yeah, I remember seeing it once. They showed one, and some of them can be massive. Apparently, I forgot about that. Yeah,
And there's a guy falling in there.
and a boat.
This is allotones. What that says. Looks like
Allatone
stone.
stone. Allatone stone. Rock.
That lady's holding on to something. Looks like a pipe.
It does. Cannon? I don't know.
Here are no soundings. The three wise men of Gotham. Interesting. That's what it says.
So there is a Gotham. Where is it? Want to find Batman.
So this would be the left side of the map. I'll scroll the bottom, and then maybe I'll come back, just keep going, work my way up. I want to see what this says right here. Here rideth Neptune and his tritons. in this country, though their wizards practice infernal necromancy. That guy just chilling in the boat.
Oh, storm area. That's funny. Yeah, they look like they're fine, those people. Those two people at the top right. They look like they're just swimming.
Right? They look like mermaids, but
Yeah.
a little different. It says, here there be many wrecked ships and drowned mariners.
Yeah, maybe they're the ones that, maybe they're the sirens calling the ship or something.
Yeah, there's a guy drowning right there. They don't seem to be helping.
Uh-uh.
Here though dwell herned monsters. That one says Carmen. 100 fathoms. Centennial Rock. And these cliffs are diamond. Wow. Really. Don't tell the European men that. It's a joke. Good. Oh, what happened? Oh, that's the end. Okay. Wait.
Is the map bigger than that?
Yeah.
Probably can't. You probably have it in two.
It might be
two
in 3
files.
pieces.
Yeah.
I had the whole map, but it wasn't zooming in good like this. So I'm gonna see if I could find a 10,000 pixel. Download it. Probably charge me money, but here is the bride's haven and his fullness. I don't know.
I don't think it translated very well, eh? They probably used like Google Translate or something, and we're getting weird interpretations.
We see penguins or birds.
Yeah. Go here.
It says landing place for the reign of black magic. Mouth.
Bay of Moaning. Oh, wow. This is not a good place, right?
No. Mouth of Dream River. Dream River. Castle of 7 Towers.
It's Mordor.
The Witchwoods. The Valley of Fire. This place ain't good to be.
No.
Warlock Castle. Here they do magic. Look at these dinosaur things. Oh, Valley of Dragons. Okay. Okay. This would be... I can't see. Here is Willow the Wisp, I think. I don't know.
Castle
That's
Warlock.
That one up there, there's Sun Monastery. Elfin. An elfin monastery, it says.
Weird. There's the dragons. Huh. Wow.
Black Ladder Lake. Here.
Oh, what are those in the mountain? There's animals coming out of the ground there, or the mountain. What does it say underneath them?
Here do dwell horned monsters. Then it says these cliffs are made of diamond. I read that earlier. Hey,
Something monsters.
this is the end.
Here does.
Goblin Lane.
What does that say? Here does dwell monsters. Something monsters.
Oh, horned monsters.
Oh yeah, okay, that was right. You said that. So they came out of the mountains. That's weird. Or they live in the mountains.
Like even in the 5%, if I'm not mistaken, they say the mountain, the white man came down from the mountain. Well, what if the whole time they were living in the mountain?
Right? Could have.
I think we've always lived underground because, like I said the last time you're up here, there's titans walking around. What better place to be than a couple miles underground? You'd be safe, and until the titan digs you up like ants. But
yeah, and in my thinking, that would be better because of the pressure. You'd be able to pump blood easier under higher pressure.
look at Hansel and Gretel. That's what that says, Hansel and Gretel. Rapunzel Tower. Rapunzel her tower. Here do rocks build their nests. Is that rocks? Bogle's Corner? Boggles. Is that a cow walking?
I'm not sure. Looks like a half-person dog, kind of walking on their knees.
Look at that key on the ground. You see the key? It looks like a comb. Next to Hansel and Gretel, that little comb on the ground there.
Yeah.
And then you go a little more left, you see the cross. Those were on the maps with the angel, the pointed ears. They had a map there. And it showed keys or different symbols of what they are. And them two were on it. I got to look that up. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I see the little cross. It's tiny. Almost looks like a swastika
Yeah, we've seen
too.
the dragons. Somebody's being hung over. Oh no. It says Beauty and the Beast. Here are horned children.
Wonder if somebody just made this map up.
The guy, Bernard Slade, that was his name.
Okay.
And it was made, oh man, maybe it was made to tell stories, but
Yeah, it's
I just
beautifully
thought it
done.
was
I like the
interesting.
way it's laid out. You got so many like ancient tales that you know that you can look into. There's horned men and kinds of Bogle's cat. Like these are all tales that we should look up.
Yep. I remember Hansel and Gretel. I remember
Rapunzel, let your
Beauty
hair
and the
down.
Beast. Like donkey,
The fairy
cabbages
flock.
grown here. Sapphire Lake. The Lake of the Oreads.
Okay. I see what this guy's done. He's taken like old tales that we've forgotten, because a lot of these I wouldn't remember, like Rob Old's Caves. Let's look that up.
We go up there. see. This will be the end of this top part of the map. Wow, look at these titan trees. Wow, I like how they put these big trees above the clouds in there. These trees are going above the clouds. Wow. That's awesome.
20.
Above the clouds. Huh. Very interesting. These titans right here above the clouds. They're in the stars almost.
Yeah. Typhon said the dragon Typhon, his head brushed the stars. That's what they said.
See? Cliffs of the Giants. That's what it is. Cliffs of the Giants. And they got these titan trees. My favorite part so far of the map.
There were 3 titans in North America, supposedly. I don't know if I am not convinced on them, but they're about 3 states long, so that would be gigantic.
South of Sirius, west of the, I don't know.
Oberon Shield. Cool.
North of New here, and that's east of the sun. Oberon's Shield. Yeah, Lake Oberon. That's what that lake. Here is Ye. Here is Ye. What the heck letter is that? E. That's 3. That's what it looks like. Something compass. Etheric? That's what I thought it was going to say. Here is Ye. Yeah. Etheric compass and Ye. Measure of time. Here is the city of CASHAPP and the sword. Scale of thoughts. I like that. I hate that. If cars do that and they're not even going anywhere. They go like 2 miles an hour and it's all that noise. They're not even like speeding. That says the great sea serpent lieth. The great sea serpent lieth, and it says fathoms deep. Okay. That's the enchanting island.
West Boston. Is that what that says?
West Beacon.
Beacon. Okay. West Beacon.
The bridge of Rock's eggs. Who's Rock?
A rock was a bird. A giant bird.
Yeah, this guy's awesome for doing this map.
That's cool.
Try not to make all this noise. I'm like eating a donut and drinking coffee like a cop. Now I know why they
Oh, look at that.
Coffee. It's good.
Tim Hortons is coming soon for me. Look at that dragon and a lion in the landscape. Or bird and a lion there in the two mountains. Cool.
Where?
Right there, the two
wait.
the two dark
These-
figures. They look like a lion, and the other one looks kind of like a bird. But they're mountains.
Oh,
Down to
yeah.
the left. Down to the left.
And this one looks like he's sleeping. Like he's
Yeah.
petrified sleeping.
It does. Yeah. You can see his face
Valley
there.
of sleep.
And a person
Oh, yeah,
sleeping
right
on.
here.
There's like, yeah. There's a person sleeping on the ground there, like a giant person. Oh, cool.
It says Ogre's Tongue. Cape.
Oh.
Or maybe Cape of Ogre's Tongue. I don't know. Oh, yeah, this is... I wish I could send this to... this would be perfect for... what's his name? He has a lot of children that come to his channel. Damn, I forgot his name. I always watch his channel. Not always, but...
Yeah.
Man, what the heck? If I say his name, you'll know who he is. I have to think.
Okay.
It pisses me off when I can't think of something. My mind shouldn't be this weak. I'm still young.
It's actually an effect of radiation. Bad short-term memory. That's being done to us purposely. Keeps you from having long-term thoughts.
Jay Dreamers, that's his name. If I sent this to Jay Dreamers,
Yeah.
it would be a ball for him because he has children. Definitely go to his channel. Below these stars lieth the lost city of Atlantis.
Cool.
Huh. These people are sleeping in the mountains too. The center part is going to be even cooler, I think. The witch fern. Oh yeah, okay, those are giant
I'm gonna have
woods. I did that. Yep. Yeah.
and stuff. But awesome. I'm doing a show at 3, so I got to cut out. I got to do a few things. But I'm doing a live at 3 if you want to drop by and we can share some stuff.
Okay.
All right. Much love to you all. We'll see you there.
So you're gonna start your live at 3, you said?
Yeah. About an hour.
Okay.
40 minutes. 40 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be there.
All right. We'll see you there.
All right, Max. Peace. Let me check the chat since I'm here. The poor Rapunzel had no way of washing or trimming her ever-growing hair. Yeah, a lot of these stories, Dean, I remember some of them. That's why I think this map's cool because of that. Four winds. Oh, the four winds blow. The four winds blow from these mountains. Here is the moon sphere Enter enchanted rainbow. So this would be like North Pole. You guys see that in the center there with the rainbow coming out? That would be like the North Pole. Anyway, I don't want to bore everyone with this. Like, what the fuck type of view is this? Like, this is ridiculous, man. I can't even see anything. Now, what? Hold on, let me go on my phone and find out what this map was called. I want people to see this map I got. Somebody made this map. It's sort of like the flat Earth. It's called. Come on, upload. The Flight of the Eagle. All right, I gotta find that map. All right, the Flight of the Eagle right here. Bam. To me, this map's awesome. The fuck? Gotta be fucking kidding me, man. I don't know what this is. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck is going on? Hold on, Dean, I got you. Sorry. I didn't even know fucking the page wasn't shared. Alright. Trying to pull up this fucking map. It's not letting me see. Beyond the ice wall, Reddit. Beyond the ice wall, flat earth to the right. Let's see what this says. Oh, bringing me to this thing again? No. Yeah, but why wouldn't it load in this? Log into downloads. How do I log in? Join. Come on, dude. Where am I gonna find this? Oh, I sent it to here.
How you going?
What's up, Dean?
Yeah, I'm just down by the. I'm going for a walk in my bare feet. Got a bit of the moon up there still, in its own little square.
What the fuck is going on here?
You know, they were talking about. I was mentioning it in chat before about electricity, and you know, Max has got these. I've seen Max. He makes these little magnetic things you can use to stop the. I guess it's the radiative side of things in your body. Just down near my feet, and he just ran onto a bloody good size rock. Right, I'll get on the task here, might be a bit better. But yeah, you know, if you have to use some kind of device to stop being sick, what's the fucking problem that's causing the sickness? And is it that necessary that we have it? You know? Is technology something that is meant for us? That's my bloody biggest thought, because we're the only bloody creatures that seem to be using it. I don't know. There might be other creatures around that may be using it, but I haven't seen any. And from what I see of what we're using, it's not really doing us a lot of good. I mean, what do you call good? Because some people say, well, it's doing me a lot of good. I got a fat fucking wallet, you know, my pocket's fucking fat, big bank account, you know? But is that doing the world any good? Is it doing the population of the people any good?
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
That's the way I'm fucking thinking about it. I mean, when you look at the bloody process of electricity, all it's done is divided the populations and made wealthy people and fucking poor people. It hasn't done us any bloody good, real good. My feet are pretty cold. I can't actually feel the bloody road much anymore. I can definitely feel a rock though when it gets under my foot. This is black as buggery out here still. First light's just coming over the hill, I'd say, by the look of that. That's east out there. Even the light off the phone isn't even the light off the phone isn't even enough to show me face.
Oh, what? This is pissing me off.
What do you got? What do you got going on? Oh, I can see the bloody the wind farm. A couple of red lights flashing in the distance. They use the red beam to show at night time. So we got planes and whatever, you don't fly into them. In the daytime, there's just a white light going up. Anyway, I'm going to go home and put the jug on now. See if I can warm these bloody feet back up again.
Oh yeah, it's winter time there, eh?
Yeah, it is. It's winter time. How are you, Marcel?
Face plant.
Oh, faceplant. Sorry, bro. Faceplant. Sorry, bro. Been a while.
No problem.
Yeah, it's winter time. And bloody your old blood circulation doesn't take long to fucking cool down when you're in the feet in the feet, eh?
I'm just planting garden. I've got some peas. Some peas are up. And
Oh yeah.
the only thing that's up so far is the peas. And I got some cherries forming. And,
Awesome.
some growing. Some goji. I'm eating goji leaf.
Oh, awesome. I love summertime. It's springtime. Yeah.
I had to switch over.
Do you know we've still got peas in the garden? We've still got peas in the garden. And what are we? We're bloody June already? Right? There's something wrong with the bloody seasons. I'm not sure what it is, but there's something bloody surely wrong with the seasons.
Yeah. They're still hacking nature.
Yeah, they're still hacking nature, all right. They're still hacking it.
But
I mean,
Oh shit! What star is that, Dean?
that's the moon.
That's
That's
Look
the
at-
moon, bro.
look at this picture.
Yeah, pretty. She's pretty short. Well, the person who built it was bloody tall.
Is that a painting?
Sorry.
It looked like it was an old painting, that one with the big door.
What, this one?
The one before that.
Yeah, these people were definitely twice our size. And then all they would do is this. Oh, we got to cut the door to make it for smaller people. So, I mean, some guy found these. This is pictures from the 1800s. Whether people say it's an overlay with a negative, I don't know. But I've seen how they did. They would take negatives and overlay.
Plain of Jars is a famous place in Laos. That's the most bombed place in history. The Americans bombed it in World War II. The Plain of Jars.
People argue with me and say I can't prove giants existed. Yes, I can. The evidence is everywhere.
I mean, it's interesting that that our minds have been shifted from so many things by media, by misinformation and stuff.
I think the AI. There's always been AI.
I better put this in the earphone in my ear,
It's in the
so I'm listening to what I'm talking about,
it's in the machines.
and I can hear you guys. Yeah, I'm just buddy. Where is that other one?
Here's that
It's still
8-pointed star again. I see this 8-pointed star everywhere when it has to do with people in so-called power. The 8-pointed star is everywhere.
You know, I mean, you're talking to in YouTube, you're talking to the truther community, because most of the people that come to YouTube are coming for the truth. They're looking to find out answers. And so what I always think of is that when we're talking to the truther community, we're talking to people who usually are aware that there's something going on, and whatever we bring it forth, like giants and these big doors and such, these people that are here, they're gonna question it, but if they're in the beginning, but they're by the time you've been on YouTube for a couple of months, we're really gonna start to see a bloody bigger picture. So you know, I mean, you can YouTube these videos and what have you, and get a bloody a reasonable gauge of what people are thinking. But the real thinking, I think, is when you get out on the main street and you get to Joe Public, the one who's so busy bloody going to the nightclub, or so busy going to the gym, or so busy just with worldly things that they don't even have time to listen to podcasts. So you really, you know, if you run into these sort of people, they just basically they wave their head and look at you and shake their head and bugger and will keep walking. They're not really waiting to listen. They're not waiting to listen at all.
That picture I showed with those giant stone things, that was in South America. Because I was looking into this, Dean. So I found the places Germany was stationed, or during you know that time. And look at the third marking is way down where the Patagonian tribes were, way where Magellan Strait is, way at the bottom they were there. Now, why would they be there? I think because that's where the entrance and the exit is to get in and out of here to the next ring over, or next land. That's why they were stationed there. They figured out.
And this is all put out here for us to find and discuss too, as a distraction.
Yeah, that's why I always keep in my mind that all our information comes from who? No other than them. So it's up to us to sift through it and cherry pick and try to put things together. I mean, that's all we can do.
See where it contradicts itself. Where it contradicts itself, you think, well, if that isn't so, well, what is so? Like, if the history they give us is linear, and you take one piece out of there, well, that destroys the part they told before that and the part they told after that too. That sort of like you can. They're saying there's even a Jeopardy question, and Ken Jennings. The answer was, it was something to do with the moon causing gravity. And Ken Jennings says, yeah, the moon causes, or the moon causes the tides. That the moon causes the tides, yeah. And at the end of that answer, Ken Jennings made a point of saying, yeah, and the moon causes the tides. Well, we can just prove that wrong because the tides everywhere are different. And the tides happen the same time of day, but the moon doesn't come around at the same time of day.
No, I mean, they tell us that the moon rises at such and such an hour and sets at such and such an hour, but it doesn't mean to say that the tide's coming in when it's fucking rising. Could be going out, right?
Yeah, well,
So
the
this
moon
will
comes around at different times of the day, right? Sometimes it's in the south at night, and sometimes it's in the south and during the day.
I don't think the moon has anything to do with tides, in my opinion.
No, it does. I'm just telling you how you prove it's wrong.
No, I know.
Jennings is right there on millions of people watching him on TV saying the moon causes tides.
What's up, Naga? I just see Naga came in. And then someone else. This is what was written in Magellan's. He said the Giants was reportedly very friendly and so colossally tall that Europeans only reached their waist. Magellan named them Patagons, and many believe this to have come from the Portuguese word pata, meaning foot. The so-called giants left huge gaping footprints in the snow because of the large guanaco skin moccasins they wore on their feet. And when I read this, I said, okay, maybe. Patagonia may thus mean land of the Bigfoot, which unsurprisingly contributed. Anyways, is the Patagonian giants. One other suggestion, however, is that Magellan took the name from the giant Patagon, a prominent character in the 16th century Spanish chivalric romance Prima Leon, which Magellan had more than likely read. Spanish explorers of the day often took inspiration from a recent good read. Indeed, California came from a mythical island of the same name in another Spanish romance, blah, blah, blah. And it even says he captured these giants. And if you look here at this picture, look at that giant skeleton, man. That thing's double the size of these people. And they took the head off of one of them. Look at the head of that fucking skeleton that they're holding.
Which goes to show to me that like the Aboriginal people genocided, the giants were a peaceful people, right?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the native tribes say the white man was evil, right? And I got nothing against them. But come to find out, they were at war slaughtering tribes themselves. So no one's innocent on this land, man.
Those giants might have been an offshoot of the population after events destroyed their world. They might have had to go savage and go up in the mountains and have...
That's what I think happened as well, yes.
What if this was the land of the giants? And just like in that map shows from the German ancestors, that shows Thor and all that type of cosmology. It shows the land of fire, which would probably be near the equator. Oh, this could be.
So there's probably
land of the giants.
all over the place, probably.
They probably still exist. That's my opinion. I think they exist. Like if the Germans were stationed at South America and them subs went missing around there, that they very well find a way out of here. And that's how they're in the outer land stationed out there. And they have their UFOs and all that tech. That makes more sense to me why the world needed to band together to take out the Germans, because they had tech that they wanted. That makes more sense to me. You know, the U.S. didn't step in. Boots were getting smoked. The French got obliviated.
Yeah, they were all working together, Chuck. The English and the Germans, so-called English and Germans. They cooked it all up together, man.
Probably. In my end research, that it all comes that everyone's works together, and we're the true divided. But other than that, the people at the top, that's their main goal, is to make it look like they're enemies, but they're not. It's like a WWF match. They'll talk about each other's mama and slam each other around, but behind the scenes, when they're getting paid, they're like, "Yeah, good job, brother."
Yeah, they're
We got
having
him fooled.
They're having a tournament, and we're paying the price for everything they do.
Yeah, to be Putin in the stadium, in the press box way at the top, and then you have Trump on the other one, and then you got the regular normal people at the bottom killing each other, and they're betting on us. Same thing. That's what these wars are about.
To me, the world is like a family business. It's a family business that's taking off. Dad's built the business up, and you got four sons. So you go and you set the business up in all these different countries, and then you give all those four sons the operation of the business in those different countries. To me, that's what the world is. It's just like got different political leaders all bound to the same family for all the same reasons, and they're just ruling the different countries. It's just a business thing. It's all about getting fucking rich, having the la-di-da life, while everybody else gets to eat peanuts. The old, Putin. I mean, he might, his granddaddy might have been bloody Donald Trump's bloody granddaddy. Who knows? We don't know. Well, we do know to a certain degree, but I mean, the family lines that were around in the day of the giants are probably still here today.
I'm just trying the realist McCoy method of planting squash. I'm just throwing some seeds into the pile of dirt.
Some seeds, squash seeds.
Yeah.
On your face plant. That's last year we planted our bloody pumpkin and that type of thing out. Only just like I got them a few weeks before, germinated them, got them up, hardened them off. I thought, oh yeah, they'll be ready. Put them out and got a bloody frost. Killed the bloody lot of them.
Bloody A, mate.
You had some pumpkins and they got frosted. But...
Yeah, they just, I mean, it was like, oh yeah, no, frost season's just about over. I might as well, like everybody's, oh yeah, no, I'm planting mine now.
Oh,
so I bloody thought, well.
In the spring, your baby plants got frosted.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's bloody crazy, because I said to me mate, I says, oh, well, he says, oh, the frost season should be finished now. I'll put me spuds in. I says, oh, well, it's probably a bit different up there. I'll wait another bloody few weeks. So I did. And it didn't bloody, wasn't enough. I should have waited another bloody 2 months. The bloody frost still came.
A lot of the stuff I planted early last year failed because I think because it only wants to grow when it wants to grow, right? If you plant it too
Yeah,
early,
well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, Faceplant, because I've got peas in the garden now that are fattening up, and it's bloody near June, right? So what the hell's going on? Is it right for peas to grow in the middle of winter or the middle of summer? Right?
yeah, peas are something that grows fast, so you can plant multiple plantings during the year. I plant some a couple weeks ago, and then I'm gonna plant some probably in a couple of weeks.
You know what I think? Look at this picture. Now, you see the mountains behind, on the shore here. If you look at this place as being mined out, there's so many of these mountains next to each other. They're like hills of dirt that were dug out of the ocean. The ocean could have been just like the Grand Canyon, where they were digging out and piling it up on the shores here. And that's why there's so many mountains of dirt. They were mining out where the ocean water is. Just my theory.
Fully. I believe there are mountains of dirt, and I also believe there are mountains that were once some kind of biology too, right?
Yeah. All types of stuff going on. Some could have been castles. Some were titan tree stumps. Some probably were dead titans. All types of stuff, man.
Yeah.
But, I like this picture. This is from that movie. What? It's a show that they had. Game of Thrones. That's where I got this screenshot from. Huge wall.
Well, I said to a joker the other day, we kicked a rock on that, and he goes, it's just a rock. Just another rock like all the other rocks. I says, well, once it was biology.
Right.
And he goes, well, what do you mean? I said, that bloody thing was a living thing at one time. Right?
I used to ask that when I was a child. I said, I used to ask my friends, what are rocks? Are they a bunch of dirt? And I don't know if my friend, but I could have sworn he told me they're fossils or stuff like that. I didn't get it back then because I didn't have the information uploaded like I do now. But yeah, I get it now. Out of all the maps I've seen, I think this one is the most accurate. Believe it or not.
The one with a crater.
Yeah, this one. This would be our realm. And how the sun and moon come from the center, like some sort of, maybe the firmament is some sort of prism, which allows the light to bend and all that. I was drawing attention to something earlier about the longitude and latitude lines, right? Now, we know what a longitude line is. They're just the one that go out and it's basically it can give you a reading of which direction you're heading. But the latitude lines are the interesting ones for me, because I'm kind of liking to think that maybe these latitudinal lines or latitudinal contours, because they're just circles. They're circles that are complete. They go around, they start here, they go right round at the same distance until they meet up again, right? But if you have a look at the Tropic of Cancer, and then you gauge the distance between the Tropic of Cancer
I think that is 1 or 2 latitudes inside the Tropic of the Equator, right? Is it 1 or 2 latitudinal lines between inside the Tropic of the Equator? Now, in my past memory, recordings of things, of conversations, I've heard people talk about how the equator is 200 miles from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Tropic of the Equator, and another 200 miles from the Tropic of the Equator to the Tropic of Capricorn. That tells me that each line is like maybe 100 miles difference. So how many latitude circles are there between the center and the equator? And if they say that we're a complete circle, then the ball doesn't exist. You know, we're on the inside rather than the outside, and if we're on the inside rather than the outside, we're not going to reduce those latitudinal lines going outwards. They're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so if you're in the center, the circle's going to be 100 miles round. The next one's going to be 200 miles round. The next one's going to be 300. That just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So when we're talking about people like, say, the Germans who were going to South America and maybe Antarctica, they were going to greater land circles, not reduced small circles of land like at the center of the earth, like at the North Pole. But these circles are huge by the time they get out there. The equator circle is way bigger than the circle that goes around the Arctic Circle, right? Has to be. Or is it the same size? Are we all just the same size right through? One long pencil instead of a bloody ball.
Hey, oh, Max is still in here. So I know he's gonna go live. Look at this, I found the screenshot, Dean. And I thought of you when I seen this. This is a scene from a 1993 movie, Dazed and Confused, and it shows people spinning a globe. But when you pause it, if you look down, you see Australia, and then you see a piece of land that should not be there.
Next to New Zealand, where New Zealand is.
No.
They call that soft disclosure. I call it weak disclosure.
Which side of it are you talking? Which side of Australia are you talking? The side that his face is on? His face? See the person's face?
That's where New Zealand should be, where his face is. You know? But right in the front there's no land.
Where his face is, that's the Philippines. That's above Australia.
Well, that still shouldn't be there in the maps. I've never seen that on the globe.
So that looks like it's in the Tasman Sea, not on our side, not on New Zealand side. You're talking, which one are you talking?
Side. That piece of land shouldn't be there. I don't know what that is.
Well,
it looks
nobody
like two Australias.
Well, the thing is that Australia, I mean, to me, that landmass that's going down there goes straight into the top of Australia. So whatever that landmass is to the west of Australia, I don't know what it is. And to me, it's lower down.
India looks really small and too far north in that. compared to what I'm used to.
Yes.
It looks like, I think, isn't India supposed to be below the equator?
On the
somewhere?
equator. That's what I thought it was on the
I
equator.
gotta jump off of here.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't know
map.
Max was gonna start this quick, but I gotta go to Max's live stream.
Okay.
Who's Max?
Max Vision.
Oh,
Want me to drop his link? Hold on. I'll drop the link in the chat real quick. If people want to go over there, I dropped his link. He's live right now. I think he's
something
gonna.
about remote viewing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
that's him.
He's not. He's still into Globe, isn't he?
I don't know. I think he had stated he don't pick. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to misquote him, but I think he doesn't choose a side. As he said, they both have.
I think he's
I don't know.
A Globe
That's fine.
sympathizer.
That's his decision.
Yeah,
He has a lot of good information, though.
It's all
Well, you know, I'm a Globe person when I think of the outside of an eyeball.
Yeah, or
But
outside of the cosmic egg.
Yes, the cosmic egg. Thank you very much. But I'm a flatty when it comes to talking water, right, and fluids contained, and I'm also a crater when it comes to thinking that you cannot hold anything into anywhere unless you've got an outside containment, right?
my connection.
Oh, pine needle tea. Oh, I didn't get my cup yesterday. Oh, it's beautiful. We had our beautiful little grandchildren here.
Now there's two of me up here. What's going on, bro? But yeah, let me jump off of here. Thanks for coming up, Dean, and
no worries. We'll catch you later, eh?
And maybe I'll see you guys over there.
Okay.
Have a good
Peace
one.
of the chat, Kimba.
Much love to everyone and thanks very much, Chuck, for dropping the link. And we'll see you when we're looking at you next.
Thanks.
All right. See. Yeah, it was Faceplant, Dean, and Max Vision who came up. Peace to Kimba, Fools and Tools. Dom came up too. Naga. Who else is in the chat? I know there's a few people. Come on. I'm late for class. Sterling Ray, that was the other person I was talking about. Look Within came by. That's as far as it lets me go. But anyway, peace to everyone. Have a great day. And maybe I'll see you guys at Max Vision's channel. And I'm out like trout.